Hello, everyone. Glenda Mollet here, and I'm in my craft room today. I am showing you my face, which doesn't usually happen, but I thought I'd try something different and say hey before I put you down to the tabletop. I'm just making sure that it's running. It is, so I can watch I want to watch the comments. Of course. Shh. Okay, there we go. So, welcome everyone. Tonight I'm going to do a couple of things. I got a card that we're going to make, and I gave you the recipe. So if you wanted to create along with me, what is repeating? Yay, Valerie, what is repeating? I don't know. It might have repeated as I switched over to Facebook, and then you heard me double talking. Hopefully it's not repeating anymore. Anyways, we're going to make a card. And then after that, I've got all of the stuff that I have from the new catalog and maybe some celebration stuff to show you. And there might even be a draw tonight. Well, not tonight. I'll give you a chance or two. So hello, Valerie, Yvonne, Norma, Janet, anybody else who's on there watching. I am so excited to have you in my craft room. So hi, I'm going to switch you over to the desk view and we'll get going on the card. So really? Is it still repeating, Holly? I wonder if it's because I've got you open in two spots. Okay, let's just try this. And how can I see the comments though? I can't see comments this way. Oh man. Facebook has done it to me again. I am not able to see the comments. Okay, so I'm just going to go for it because I have to be able to see the comments. So I've muted everything that I can mute. Okay, come on. Got to get bigger so I can actually look at the comments while they're coming in. Come on, get bigger. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to go with this. I'm hoping that it's not too confusing for people. Anyways, I just realized I've got glue all over my mouse and it keeps sticking to my finger. Hate that. Okay, so here's the card. I gave you the recipe for this morning in case you wanted to create along with me. And I'm going to show you how to change the colors up a bit and still use the same thing. Well, Miss Betty, hello there. Okay, so let's just put this over here. And I used Blushing Bride on that one. But on the one I'm making tonight, I'm going to use Mint Macaron. And then I have, oh, Val, can you go out and then come back in again? Is anybody else having the repeating thing? Because I can try to figure out some way to stop the repeating thing if everybody is getting it. Meanwhile, Val, try going out and coming back in again. Maybe it will fix it. Oh, okay, so some are getting it. Okay, 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside, 5 1/4 by 4 for the outside. Piece of designer paper, 3 1/2 by 3 3/4, and a piece 3 3/4 by 3, and a piece of basic white that is that is 3 3/4 by 2.5. Okay, so I lied. No, I misspoke. The inside one is 5 1/4 by 4, and the outside one is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then I have some ribbon, and this comes from playing. Where does it come from? I love this because it's white, and you can color it if you want, but I forget what the name of it was. It comes in a double pack. There it is. So it's right here. It's flowers for every season, and it's the white one. It comes with Mint Macaron gingham as well. It's really cool. But if you want to have a color of ribbon that we don't have in our catalog, just get it and then color it with your blends. Okay, so some are getting doubles and some are not. Good. Hi, Jean. Thanks for dropping in. 10:05 at night. Yeah, it's 8:05 here, Jean. Okay, so this is this card, the layout, you can do it with any designer paper. You can do it for any season. You can do it for any occasion. So I'm going to layer that. Is anybody creating along with me? Because if you are, then I can wait for you to catch up. And if you're not, then I'll just go at my normal pace. So let me know if you're creating with me or not. Oops, so I'm just putting my stamp and seal on the back. I was creating with penguins all day today. Penguins are in the new catalog. Oh, Jean, we've missed you too. And I'm so glad you are joining us. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on here flat. No, I'm not going to put the, oh, I just about did that. Look, the ribbon has to go around there. Oh, I'm so blonde. Sometimes I'm so blonde. But I have my mat here, so we'll just pretend I didn't put the adhesive on the back. Oh, good, Norma. Okay. Designer paper. Hello. I lost my picture. There we are. So there's two pieces. There's this one that's going to go here, and then there's a square one that's going to go like this. So this one is 3.5 by 3 3/4. And this is 3 7/8 this way. So if you want a little border, then use it with the 3 3/4 this way. If you want a bigger border, then just turn it the other way and use it like that. Because this one is going to, oh, I'm going to flip this over and do this side of it. Hello. Because this one you can put on here, so it doesn't matter what orientation you have for that one. Okay, what's happened? What is going on? I'm telling you, this is bizarre. Oh, thanks, Jean. Yeah, we're going back to our cabin tomorrow. I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, so I prefer the 1/8 inch borders, but I know there's lots of people out there that like the thicker borders. So carry on and get the thicker borders. Just turn it the other way. Oh, Janet, I miss you guys too. There's a class coming to Powell. I'm trying to arrange one for September. We still have the snowflake class and the poinsettia class to do over there. So there's 2 of them before Christmas. And I want to have a few more. We have a creeper. Who's creeping? Who's creeping in the night? Creeping in the night. It's okay. They can creep. They're welcome. Everybody's welcome. As long as we're friendly and not nasty to people, anybody can come and watch. There we go. Sometimes it takes, I tend to push really hard on this Stampin' Seal, and it doesn't like it. It likes the nice light touch, and I don't have a light touch. Okay, so now this designer paper goes on here, and just kind of wherever you want it to be. Hopefully it's straight. Hey, no mistake. Yep, I'm coming. I just have to arrange things. I haven't talked to anybody yet. I guess I really should talk to somebody in PAL about whether they actually want a class, but I know Janet does. Hey, so you can let me know, Janet, if you want to host one of the classes. Okay, so I'm going to put this ribbon on top of this layer now. Unhook this from my silicone mat. That out of the way. And wrap my ribbon around. Kind of right about there, I think. And I don't have my grid paper, so I'm holding it up so I can see if it's straight or not. There we go. Does that look straight? I think it's not. I think it needs to go up a tad on this side. I miss my grid paper when I'm crafting. We'll go with that. Oh, good, Betty. Well, you can host at least one of them. We'll see if anybody else wants to host the other ones. So September, October, and November, definitely. At least one class over there. And they're happening locally too. Because we're allowed to have people in our houses again. And as long as I haven't started more than my club people, the clubs have been invited over. Just a few of them have decided to come back to in person, but I don't want to start big classes again. So all my classes are going to be virtual as they have been for the past 18 months. I'm still going to have the virtuals. So virtual will happen in the evening and in person will happen during the day. Oh, Janet, risque. Okay, I put this on my cardstock now. I'm glad you guys can't see me because I'm blushing. That's funny. It's funny because it reminds me about a trip I made to Dawson Creek way back in my youth. Oh, and in Powell River too. There used to be that stripper club on the way out to the valley. It's a storage place now, but they used to have strippers out there. I remember going there too. Okay, so I'm going to die cut this image from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Yes. I wish I could remember the name of the strippers that I did in Powell River. The ones in Dawson Creek was Kermit the Frog. It was a good time. Okay, I'm going to stop talking on that subject now because you know how far that can go. So I'm just going to run this through my machine. And get it cut out. There we go. So I went up to Walmart the other day looking for those. Remember we were talking about those Post-it notes that are all Post-it notey. The whole thing is Post-it notey. I found them. They're in Walmart. They're called all over Post-it notes, and they have this little stripy thing down here that tells you that they've left just a tiny bit on the end so that you can peel them up, but they're all Post-it notey. I was excited, and they're dirt cheap, like $5 or something for 4 pads of them. There we go. I use a lot of Post-it notes because I hate it when my dies move. All right. I'm just going to put this out of the way, and we're going to do some stamping. I'm going to get my dirty paper out. You can see I was playing with snowbanks today. The Frontier, that's the one, Betty. That's the one. No, it was Kermit with the, ooh, shoot. Kermit the Frog was in Powell River, and it was the Chippendales in Dawson Creek. Yeah, I went to Dawson Creek for a multiple birth association meeting, and that's where we ended up, in the pub, in the stripper pub. Because for those of you that don't know, I have twins, so I was a member of the POMBA, Parents of Multiple Birth Association. Look what I did. Because I was so excited about those strippers. Hang on, I got to get more cards. I have to cut another one. Oh, the things you remember when you hear a word. There we are. Got it. Okay, now I have to ink up my stamp again because it probably dried. And I'm going to stamp this kind of, sort of. Maybe I'll stamp the sentiment first. Then I'll know where to put the flower. Man, you'd think I didn't know how to stamp tonight. That right there. I love the font in this. This is the, I never showed you, the hand pen petals stamp set, and I love the fonts in it. Okay. Flower now. Right about there. Perfect. Perfect. She sure would. It was the thoughts of the strippers that got you all excited. It was, and I dropped my ink pad, and things just went downhill from there, you know. Sometimes. Okay. Petal Pink. Nope. Blushing Bride. And this stamp set has this stamp so that you can color in the flower without having to color in the flower. There's a hair on there. Really? I don't have hair. Why is there a hair on there? My hairdresser comments about all the time about how thin and fine my hair is. Thanks, like I needed that information. Okay, and then there's another one. There is a little half of a flower here in the corner, so I'm just going to fill that in as well. Somebody needs to get a hold of Maria and tell her to join us. She would definitely enjoy this conversation. Okay, so now, and there's two leaf stamps. There's that one and this one. So there's a little one, and then there's a big one. And there's little leaves and big leaves. And I've discovered that this one will also fit right there at the end of the flower. So you can have that filled in. And you have to, when you use this stamp set, you have to let go the fact that it's not within the lines, that you're stamping outside the lines, because it's whimsical and watercolorish. And doesn't always work with my mind, but I'm training myself. I'm training myself to let it go. So there we are. See, it doesn't take long to get that stamped and all colored. There. Okay, get rid of the dirty paper. Bring my card back in. Thanks, Betty. I'm full of neat tricks. Now this is going to go on here somewhere, and I'm going to put dimensionals on the top and the bottom. I was talking to my sister yesterday. She retired yesterday. She's a veterinarian in Sydney, which is just outside of Victoria. And yesterday was her official selling the practice day. And I said to her, how can you be younger than me and now you're retired? Oh, I got green ink all over my shirt. Can you see that? First time wearing the shirt, of course. Yeah, so she's now retired. And I said to her, did you go out and celebrate? She said, no. Oh, sorry. There. Thanks, Janet. Oh, Val. I'm sorry. That's just weird. So she said, no, they just had leftovers for dinner. What a way to celebrate, eh? Okay, so I'm taking the liners off. And we'll put this on to the front of the card. Where's the card? There it is. Now we'll just put this on. And I'm kind of looking at the round bits here, and I want to put them in the middle of the ribbon. And I don't want to line that line up with that line. I want to offset it a bit because I'm going to put a bow over there. Oh, maybe we should put the bow on first, then I'll know where to put this. There we go. So our province, British Columbia, is burning right now. And there is so many forest fires, and there's evacuation alerts all over the central, and there's evacuation orders, and whole towns have been burnt down. So we've had to cancel our planned trip up north. But now that sister has retired, they want to move up to where all of the fires are happening right now. She said, I asked her if she was sure she wanted to move there. You know what her answer was? Yes, because now I don't have to clear the land. It's all cleared for me. Okie dokie. All right, so these are Playing with Patterns dots. And Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, and this was the last year's in color. I don't even remember the name of it anymore. You know, the purpley one? So tell me, what colored dots should I use on here? The blue ones, the yellow ones, or the purple ones? And while you're deciding, I'll stamp my inside. And I didn't show you that. So there's the inside. So I did the flower all over again. And the envelope is the same way. But I think I stamped these off before I stamped the leaf parts, but that's okay. So don't forget, blue, yellow, or purple dots on here. Get my dirty paper again. And the stamp and the ink pad. Purple posy. There you go, purple posy. Thanks, Jean. How soon they forget. I keep telling my kids that I have a Rolodex in my head. And when it's not needed, the information is not needed anymore, I purge my Rolodex and it goes. So now my grandchildren are telling me, don't use a Rolodex, Grandma, get with the program. Get a bigger hard drive. Oh my God, a bigger hard drive? I don't have green, Betty, it's blue. Coastal Cabana. Okay, we didn't get that one inked very well, but that's okay. Close this before I drop it everywhere. Everybody wants the purple. I can do purple. I just have to finish coloring my flowers. At least this way you guys don't have to spend hours waiting for me to color with the Stampin' Blends. So I'm all packed, ready to go to the cabin tomorrow. Just have to wake up, make my coffee, and go. And I've taken some cards. I'm going to make some penguin Christmas cards while I'm gone tomorrow. So that'll be fun. We're away for a couple of days, and I can't wait. Peace, quiet. Okay, this is the big one. We'll fill in the big one. And then that's another big one right there. And the inside. Ooh, apparently I have a really juicy ink pad, which is always a good thing when you need to ink up something. There we go. And now the little one. Well, Coastal Cabana is kind of like a half and half color. It's kind of a greeny bluey color. Oops, this one goes around this way. And there. I don't know how I managed to get green ink on my shirt. Okay, coloring is done. And we'll get some adhesive on the back of here. If I can get it to start. There it goes. And we'll put this on the inside. So you guys ready to see some of the stuff from the new catalog? It is so fun. There's the card. All right. I don't think the Coastal Cabana ones are going to go. I think there's too much of a difference between them. And I'm not sure about the purple ones or the yellow ones. Huh, what else can we use? Oh, let's just put purple ones on and go with it. These have been in the catalog since last year. They don't usually. Okay, where's my third one? There's one, two. Oh, there it is up there. Hello. They don't usually leave embellishments in, but they left these ones in. There we are. Oh, do I have a favorite? Do I have to pick just one, Jean? So there's our card. There's the Blushing Bride version and the Mint Macaron version. Aren't those cute? A favorite item from the new catalog. I'm not sure. I'm thinking, I don't know. What's your favorite one, Jean? The paper and the sheep. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, so I'm going to put some stuff away here so I can make room to bring in the stuff. The stuff. Now, Holly and I did this together. What is this? Look what I found hanging around. It's a green rhinestone. You never know what you're going to find on my craft table. So Holly and I did this together when I first got this box in. And we were suitably impressed with all the cool stuff. Don't let me forget about the draw. I'll do that. I have it here in front of me. Okay, I've cleaned the area. Sheep, oh, Janet, sheep. Okay, so I'll go through the paper first. Because there's quite a stack of it. I have to lift this up so I can show you more of it, and then I'll move it down when I have the stamps and dies. Okay. I'm doing a paper share too. So details of the paper share. If you want everything, including the returning ones, there's a few returning ones. 70 sheets of designer paper for $40. Either it's 6 by 6 or 12 by 12, or it's 6 by 12, depending on how they come. If you don't want the returning one, you get 64 for $35. Then if you want to add the specialty paper, if you want it all, that's 13 more sheets, 6 by 12, for another 25. Or if you don't want the returning ones from last year, 6 sheets for 13. So option 1 is only the new designer paper, $35. All the designer paper, $40. That's option 2. Option 3 is the new designer paper plus the new specialty paper for $48. Or everything for $65. And then if you live out of town, postage is on top of that. If you live in Powell River, then I can bring it over with me on one of my trips. So I'm going, look in my newsletter on Tuesday. My Tuesday updates will have that. Are some of the items new ones? Oh yes, there's lots of new ones. Yep. Okay. Gingerbread and peppermint, 6 by 6. Okay, let's just do it this way and get those out of the way. So there is gingerbread and peppermint. One side is, I don't know, tartan or plaid or something. The other side has different designs. And then there's polka dots and squigglies. And then there's the trees. And there's dies that will fit these trees. And the other side, look at this. Isn't that fun? In that side. And some candy. And I think the dies work on these too, but I'm not sure about these ones. And then a lovely tartan. But this sheet here, also, you can also die cut the stars out. So that's gingerbread and peppermint. Pop it back in here because I have to stay organized because there's so much stuff. Okay, gingerbread and peppermint. The next one is Painted Christmas. Now, did I get these? 2, 3, no. Okay. Comes Painted Christmas. Now, can you guys see that good enough? I agree with you, Jean. It's always nice to see new stuff. Okay, Painted Christmas. And this sheet. This is lovely greens. I love the colors. Look at that one. Ooh, hello, Rosemary. And kind of a hash, I don't know, what do you call that? Chevron pattern, that's what that is. But look at the other side of it. They really hit it out of the park this time, because if you don't like one side, you're going to like the other side. And this one is soft seafoam, and it has holly all over it. It is so pretty. And look at this. Ooh, ah. And I love how they've done kind of a wash background on this, so it's not solid. That is amazing. More pine cones. And this one has a wash effect on it as well. Thought I showed that one. Oh no, it was bigger. See, so there's a little one and there's a big one. So that is Painted Christmas. Oh yes, Peaceful Cabin. Oh, Peaceful Cabin is so pretty. I wish I could show you guys everything. I would love to. I don't have everything. And there is one paper that's not available right now, and it's the Blackberry Beauty Specialty paper. It's got foiling in it, but it's not available until the catalog goes live, so I don't have any. This is called Whimsy and Wonder. And you can see it's cut because I made cards with it. Now this one has foiling. Can you see the foiling? Oh, is that ever cute? I love the pinks. The pink in this. This is, I don't know, it just makes me happy. And then the other side is this gorgeous stripe. And then this one has foiling on it. You see the foiling? I love it. The colors, what are the colors? Let me tell you. Blushing Bride and Mint Macaron with some Misty Moonlight. And then there's that on the other side. But you know, that's not my favorite, but it's okay because I'll be using this side, not this side. And look at these presents. Look at them. They're all foiled and they're all square. So you're going to be able to fussy cut these out with no issues at all and use them. I agree. I like the pink. And then the other side is Mossy Meadow, I think. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't say. Isn't that weird? Either that or I didn't write it down. Mossy Meadow. Yeah. Mossy Meadow with polished pink. And then there's this one with all the cute ornaments, and they're all foiled too. And on the other side of that is Misty Moonlight with trees and stars. I think this is my favorite paper. I haven't seen my favorite paper in the mini catalog. It's not my favorite paper out of all of them because I haven't showed you my favorite paper yet because it's in Celebration. Okay, put this away. Oops, come on. Get in there. There we are. Okay, next one is Sweet Stockings. This one is all about animals. So they've got little kitties coming out of boxes and puppies with lights on them. And these look just like my grand puppies. So we have 2 Labradoodle grand puppies, and they look just like that. And I was out there today. My middle grandson called me out to go for a swim in the pool. So grandma goes out to go for a swim in the pool, and I'm talking to him, and I can't remember what the conversation was. Oh, I know what it was. He needed to change out of his clothes, and I covered my eyes and went, "Oh, you're gonna have a naked bum." And Rosie, the smaller of the 2, which only weighs 45 pounds instead of 50, decided that I needed a cuddle, so she climbed up on my lap. sitting on a lawn chair. Thanks, Rosie. So there's the puppies and kitties in stockings. Now there's a stamp set that goes along with this and dies. I do not have it, so I can't show you, but the stamp set has the stockings and then the different puppy heads, and you can mix and match them. And then there's this geometric pattern on the other side. And look at this. Oh, that cute. There's even a bird with a letter in his beak with antlers. And then this side looks like stitching. It's X's and O's. Scrapbook all the photos and my cards every year. I also do my daughter's scrapbook. People spend too much money on photos to toss them. Oh, wow. That's a lot of work. Holy man. Good for you, Jean. And then this one, and I'm thinking that the dies cut this sheet out. I can't confirm it because I don't have the dies. But the other side of that is some lovely yellow stars. I love this. This is so much fun. And look at this, corgi and a kitty and a fish in a bowl. And then the other side of that is a gorgeous stripe, old olive and evening evergreen. And some Christmas lights, strings of Christmas lights. And a beautiful pool party, I do believe, is pool party. Let me check. Yep, pool party. So that is Sweet Stockings designer paper, all about animals. That back in its home. I put labels on the front of my paper with the colors in it because I don't like having to flip it over every time I want to see what colors are in it. So I just make the labels up and put them on the front. Oh, you're watching without sound? Well, that's good. You don't need to hear me. She can't. I'm talking to Valerie and she can't hear me. Okay, this one is Peaceful Place Specialty Designer Paper. That's really weird that she's getting double sound. Okay, so this one has Smoky Slate, Basic Gray, Black, and Silver foiling. Look at that starry sky. And somebody, I think it was Holly and we were talking, like, well, you can't get a lot of card fronts out of this, but you can. Because I saw a card made using this as a starry sky in the background, and it was really cute. And then just a light check on the back of that. And this one, they've done something funky. It's a 12 by 12, but it's a 6 by 6. You can see how they've divided it, which is really strange. It has foiling on it too, on the trees. The trees have foiling on them. So this one's going to be fun to do. And then the other side of that is these squiggly trees. Oh, I bet it is, Jean. It's so pretty. And then the starry sky, and there's foiled. It's tough to get the foil to show up on that, but it's the little ones that are foiled. And then the other side is this gorgeous check. And then there is wood grain, foiled wood grain. And the other side, gorgeous trees. Gorgeous trees. And then this foiled geometric pattern. So all those dots are foiled. And then on the back, there's the cozy cabin. Yep, a little ski chalet, different, yeah. I love it. And then look at this paper. Look, they've left a white area at the bottom, and then everything else is silver foiled. Isn't that fun? And then I don't know what this pattern is on the back, but it would be a good filler pattern. So that is Peaceful Place designer paper that goes with the Cozy Cabin suite that I can't show you because I can't show you the inside of the catalog and I don't have it. But those cabins, that's the whole theme of the stamp set, is that type of a cabin image. I wish I could get one of everything. Okay, and then there's Cute Halloween. Halloween paper is 6 by 6. I think I've got most of them right up at the front here. So there's one side is black and white and the other side is colored. And are those not the cutest little ghosts you ever did see? Candies and colored polka dots. Now the colors in here are Flirty Flamingo, Highland Heather, Old Olive, and Pumpkin Pie. And then we have a stripe and the kitty cats. And then we have black and white polka dots and a pumpkin pie stripe. And black that's got a washed kind of finish to it, and some kitty cats that look like, or bats, I guess they are, on pink. I didn't like Halloween. Oh, I don't use a lot of Halloween paper. I don't know why. Okay, black and white bats, ghosts, and skeletons. And then houses on Old Olive. Yep, Old Olive. And then we have a black and white stripe and some ghosties. This paper is fun. That's why they call it Cute Halloween, because it's a fun Halloween paper. Black and white squiggle and some colored stripes. And then we have, oh, now we're into the boo. Okay, so that's the Cute Halloween paper. Poor Valerie. I can't talk to her. I'm going to do this. There. Well, Valerie knows that I'm talking to her. Okay, this one is Harvest Meadow. And there's a whole suite. And I have the suite, so I can show you the Harvest Meadow stuff. So there's, what is this? This Bumblebee and Misty Moonlight. And some crumb cake and some Cajun craze. That looks more like Flirty Flamingo than Cajun craze, but I love it. I love it. And this one has got words in it. And they're actual words. Okay, I can't read that. What the harvest will be. We want a good thought. So it is words. Little things. I will thrive when we, yeah. So it's actual words on there. And then the other side of that is Bumblebee. And this is crumb cake and wheat. And a sunflowery pattern on that side. And a geometric pattern in Misty Moonlight. And then the other side is Cajun Craze. And finally, some more crumb cake. This looks like Pussy Willows to me. And then the other side is a geometric pattern. So if you like the geometric patterns, they're on one side. And if you don't like the geometric, if you like more organic stuff, they're on the other side. Like I said, they hit it out of the park this time, because if you don't like one side, you're going to love the other side. And then there's Heartwarming Hugs. Now this one is returning from last year. I never did get it last year, but I got it this year because why not? So this one has Real Red and Pear Pizzazz. These aren't polka dots. These are they're diamonds. And then there's that one. And a Real Red Stripe. Ooh, that looks weird on the camera. The only money you save when you buy the Sweet Betty is the 10% on the bundle. So if you buy the bundle, the paper and the ribbon or embellishment or whatever it is, you pay the same with the Sweet Collection number as you do ordering them individually, but it just makes it easier to order. And there's a green check and some white polka dots on red. And then I love this stripe. It's red and Pear Pizzazz stripe. And a green polka dot. And okay, this one is disconcerting for my eyes, but that's okay because I like the other side. And I love this. I like stripes. I like stripes and I like polka dots. And then there's a herringbone on the other side. So that's Heartwarming Hugs, returning from last year. So if you choose to have only the new paper, you won't get this one in the paper share. Now I'm wondering if anybody would be interested in ribbon share. I'll show you the ribbon too. Okay, so that's all the paper that's in the new catalog, except for the one I can't get, that blackberry one. So now I'm going to show you the Sale-a-Bration papers. This one is called Bedazzling. And it is dazzling. And you can see that I'll take this piece out because I've been using it. You can die cut it really easily. There. I was die cutting some snowflakes out. And you can, if you have a really intricate die and you're not sure that it will cut through, you can actually peel the hard paper backing off and have just this, which is very flexible. Now there is a note in the Sale-a-Bration brochure that says using your dies to cut glimmer paper may dull them. Now we've known this for years, but now they've actually got it in writing right by this paper. So can you see the bling in this? Bedazzling. It's little like hexagonal pieces of gold foiling. And there's no texture to it. Well, there's a little bit, but it's not rough. Okay, ribbon shares. Okay, I will get on that. I'll do the pricing while I'm away and let you guys know. Okay, and this is Peaceful Prints, and this is another Sale-a-Bration one. So these, by Sale-a-Bration, I mean free. These are free, ladies. Free papers that you can choose with a $60 order. And the Dear Builder punch punches these out. I saw a card today. I was wondering how the heck they got that. Let me find the stamp set. It's 67. Uh-oh. Where's my 67? Where's my dear stamp set? Somebody stole it. Lock the doors. Uh-oh. Somebody stole my stamp set. It should be right there, and it's not right there. Oh no. Okay, that's a conundrum. I don't know where my stamp set is. Oh, yes, I do. I packed it to go to the cabin. Hang on. Sorry, I forgot I packed it because I'm using the Merry Christmas in my cards that I'm making. So, Peaceful Deer stamp set, Deer Builder Punch, and this paper all go together. And I saw a card and it had this punched out, and I wondered where the heck they got that, because there's not a plaid deer in here, and how would they do black and red with a white around the edge? See, I found out now. It's the deer in the paper. Okay, I'm moving on. And then a black, there's the check that goes with that. Look at that. I love it. And then this looks like birch trees on one side, and on the other side, another cool stripe. Okay, I've lost the comments now. Can't see them. Where did they go? Man, I tell you. There we are. The last one. This one, Betty, it's called Bedazzling. You see it? Bedazzling. It's the very first thing in the Sale-a-Bration brochure. Okay, so stripes, and then white snowflakes on a tartan background, and another tartan, and some trees, and a polka dot. This paper is just, it's so cool, and I love how it goes together. And there's some more deers on a crumb cake background. And then that. Just look at how these papers go together. They're so fun and free. You can't beat free. Okay, so that's Peaceful Prints. Now, if you guys live out of town, you're customers of mine in Canada, and you live out of town, I mailed off the catalogs today. If you don't get it in a couple of weeks, let me know. If you don't think I've sent you one, then let me know. And if you live locally, you can come and pick yours up anytime. And if you're not one of my customers and you want to be, and you live in Canada, contact me. Well, you can't have another demonstrator because I'm not stealing from other demonstrators. But contact me and I'll get a catalog off to you. Okay, so this is called Beautifully Penned. So this is the same kind of paper as the one we used tonight, the hand-penned one. It's got the same type of flowers in it, but it's all black and white. So you get 4 sheets of each one. Three, 4, and then there's a black stripe that's got kind of a washed out background. Oh, I love crumb cake. I love crumb cake. And then look at this on the other side. These you can color. And then the last one is this pretty print with a washed background. And on the other side is the standard black and white polka dot. So that is Beautifully Penned. You get 4 sheets of 3 different patterns. Now, when you sign up to my paper share and you get it all, you're going to get some designer paper from the Sale-a-Bration catalog, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's going to be a surprise. I like surprises. Okay, so now the next one is my favorite item in all of the catalogs, the Sale-a-Bration and the mini. It's the Penguin Playmates designer paper. Look at that. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life? And it's got fresh freesia in it and some just jade, some misty moonlight. Look at these little foxes. They're done in calypso coral. So there's one side. Okay, that one is further on down. But anyways, it's cut because I was using it, and this one too. So look how good these go together. Oh, I love it. Then on the other side, look at that. Little skiers. And this dude's pulling that one on a sled, and the little foxes with the scarf is the word I'm trying to come up with. Okay, this one. Then we have, these are really easy to fussy cut. I fussy cut some out today and layer them. And then this, don't like this, but that's okay because I won't be using that. I'll be using this side of that one. And there they are in big penguins. This is my favorite product. If you only could buy one thing to make Christmas cards with, get this because it's free. So if you get your cardstock to go with it and an ink pad and free paper, and you've already got your sentiment from last year, you could have penguin cards coming out your ears. And most of it would be free. But look at that stripe on the other side of that one. Val sent me the video. And there we are. We've got snowmen and polar bears, little bird carrying a hat. And I think you've seen that one, and you've seen that one, seen that one. I like this stripe too. That's a really fun stripe. And look at how good they go together. Yep, this is my favorite. And look at the polka dot on that side. Did I show you that? My favorite. And if you're not going to get anything else this season, get this one. You will not be disappointed. Okay, I have to get it back in because I'm taking this to the cabin with me to finish off the cards I was working on. I'd already had it packed in the truck, and I had to go running out there when I realized that I had packed it and I wanted to show it to you guys. So I had to go take it out of the truck. So now I got to go make sure I put it back in, or I'll get to the cabin and wonder where the heck my designer paper is. Okay, so that's the designer paper. Now, there is specialty paper too, and I'm doing a share on this. So this is the silver specialty paper. Is that what they're calling it? They call it the silver foil specialty paper. There's 3 sheets. There's a bright brushed silver, and then there's a dark brushed. This is almost black. And then there's a one in the middle. And this one is not brushed. This is just smooth. So got 2 with a brushed finish and 1 with a smooth finish on it. And that's the silver foil specialty paper. Come on, get in there. And then there's white velvet. Okay, so I made a penguin, and this is really nice and soft and fuzzy. So I made a penguin. I forgot completely that I had ordered the black glimmer paper. So I wanted to do the black glimmer, but I couldn't find it. So I made him black, and then I punched out. I don't want to show you the card, but the punch has the outline. Let's do it this way. It's the outline of the penguin, and then this, so you do that in black, and then you do this in white, and it layers over the top. But I did it on velvet, so I couldn't put the eyeballs on there. So I got out the whale punch because the whale punch has those little teeny tiny itty bitty circles, and I use them as eyeballs on my penguin. And then there's the penguin feet. Yep, love velvet paper. We have red from last year returning and the white. And then there's gold shimmer. Now, if you've seen the in color shimmer, you're going to know what this is like because it's exactly the same, only it's gold. It's gold shimmer vellum. Very smooth, but has lovely shimmer to it. And I like it because it's not really see-through. So you can use your adhesives on here and not worry about it. When I did my penguin card this morning, I used the Fresh Freesia shimmer paper on it. So cute. But you'll have to come to my open house, either the virtual one or the in-person one, to see all that. Okay. So I don't have the cork. I forgot to order the cork. Can you imagine forgetting to order the cork? So those are the 4 new ones. So now I'm going to show you the 4 that are returning from last year. There is the foil pack. So there's the dark foil, the medium foil, and then like a champagne foil. And that's the same as it was last year. I like the gold shimmer too. And then we have the red and green foil again. It's back. And the red velvet. So this is exactly the same as the white, only it's red. So it's nice and it's a really smooth velvet. But last year, remember we had this embossing folder? And I embossed this piece of red velvet because I wanted to see what it would do. And it's really quite pretty because it puts the white backing shows through the holes. We don't have this embossing folder anymore, unfortunately, but yeah, love the foil. I love the velvet. And then there's the black glimmer. Black glitter paper, not glimmer paper, glitter paper. Now, if you had our glitter paper in the past, you'll know that how it falls apart and the glitter all falls off of it. This one, it doesn't. So it's really smooth versus the rough texture. It was like sandpaper, the last one. And look at how blingy it is. So this is what I was looking for to do the penguin. And I couldn't find it. So you take and you punch the big one out. See how easy that punches? So there's the body. I might be changing the penguin on the other card I made. And then you take the white velvet and you punch the other part of the penguin out. They changed their packaging. They used to have the adhesive on the flap. Now the adhesive is on here, and I don't like it because if you don't close it, it sticks to everything. Anyways, so there's the black glitter base, and then you put the white velvet on top. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Apparently I cut his arm off. Ah, I love it. Okay, so that's the paper. Now, let me get the ribbon. Because there is some luscious ribbon. This one is glittered organdy ribbon. And Jean, if you're still there, can you tell me what, this is part of a suite, but I don't remember what suite. Now, let me bring you down a little closer. Sorry, am I making you seasick? Let me just, there we go. Okay, so this is glitter organdy ribbon. Well, I used to fold the flap inside, Rosemary, and then it stayed there and I could leave it open. I didn't have to open it and close it all the time. Can't do that now. So this has got little, it's kind of like the black one we have, only it's got pink and iridescent dots of bling in it. It's really pretty. So I should just show you this. Oh, this one fell off. I did a sheet with all the bows on it. So there's a bow made out of that glitter ribbon. And then there's gold shimmer ribbon. And there's black and white gingham ribbon. And then there's Pool Party Grosgrain. And I thought, oh, this is ugly. Because usually grosgrain is so hard that you can't tie a bow. But look at how nice that bow is. It's really soft. It's not that hard grosgrain that we used to have. And then this is Blushing Bride Frayed. And it ties a beautiful bow. And isn't that going to be cute with the penguins? But the penguin card I made, the second today, I put one of these bows around its neck. So cute. And then we have Cherry Cobbler and Gold. Okay, there we go. I remembered to do that. So let me put my organdy away because there's a couple that I didn't make bows out of. And I'll show you those. So I will get the, oops, that's not it. I will get costing done for a ribbon share. And it won't be by Tuesday though, which is when my next weekly update goes, because I won't be here to do it. Okay, so this one is returning from last year. Peaceful Place Suite. Thanks, Betty. Thanks, Jean. Okay, so this one is Real Red Sheer Ribbon. And it's real red sheer. So pretty. And the last one is, I used to do ribbon shares all the time, and I used to do embellishment shares too. I don't know why I don't offer the ribbon shares anymore. I used to do it for the annual catalog too. Have to get back into that, I guess. Oh, come on. How difficult is it to rewind the plastic onto the ribbon? Apparently, a little bit more than hard. Okay, and then there's this one. This is Real Red Mini Ruffled Ribbon. I don't think I've even opened this one yet. Huh. So it's real red, it's mini, and it's ruffled. And I don't have my bow tire here, so I can't make a really pretty bow, but I'll make a bow because this makes a really cute bow. And it's all ruffly. Look at that. Is that not the cutest thing? Yeah, the ribbon is really pretty this year. My favorite, my very first favorite is the white glittered organdy. That's my favorite. But this one is the second because look at how elegant and gorgeous that is. And it's got the same texture as this one has. So it's got a strip on the outside, but then the inside has got a texture on it. Yeah, gorgeous. Love, 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 love the ribbons. Okay, so let's put this. I keep my ribbon with the plastic on it because it stops it from unraveling, and it also keeps it clean. There we go. So that's the ribbon. Put that out of the way. Okay. Penguin stamp set. There it is. Isn't that adorable? And then, of course, the penguin punch. Now, September, I'm going to have a stamp camp with Wendy Lee down in the States, like I did with the snails in the spring. Her and I are getting together and we're going to have a penguin stamp camp. So information will be coming out in mid-August about that. Okay. So this one is in the big catalog along with the evergreen border punch. And this one I got for free from Maui. Of course, I didn't go to Maui, but they sent it to me anyways. And I love it because it's got a long Merry Christmas and it's got a piled up Merry Christmas. And it's really easy to use. I haven't even processed this one yet. It's really easy to take a Post-it note, put it over top of that, ink it up, and then you have Merry Christmas, or just take scissors and cut that. That's what I'm going to be doing, cutting them. I'm ruthless when it comes to cutting stamps like that because I want them the way I want them. Okay, Christmas seasons and seasonal label dies. So there's dies that cut out the pine cones and the leaves and the holly leaves and stuff, but there's also these label dies, which are really cool. I love label dies. I got this from Maui as well, but I would have bought it anyways just for the label dies. Okay. Oh, what time are we getting? Oh, gotta carry on. Okay, Candy Cane's background stamp. Got this one from Maui as well. It's one big stamp. And Time of Giving stamp set. And gift giving dies. I can't get it out of there. Gift giving dies. These are tag size. And there's some leaves. Let me show you real quick because I just happen to have them here. I die cut them out of that gold glimmery paper. Look at that. Look at how cool those are. I did that today because I wanted to see how that paper die cut. So that's a bundle. And then there's Nature's Harvest. Now this is along the lines of Quiet Meadow. Has the same type of stamps and dies in it as the Quiet Meadow does. Only this one's got like a echinacea and I don't know what these are. Some kind of a daisy. Wheat and a branch. This cuts out that. And this one cuts out that one. Then a couple of labels too. So that's the Nature's Harvest bundle. And then that's all I got from the main catalog, but these are Sale-a-Bration. So there's In Your Words, and counting sheep. And the cool thing about this one is there's sheep dies to go with it. And these are both celebration items, and they're not bundled. So you don't have to have a $120 order to get them all at once. You can get the sheep, and then you can get the sheep dies with another $60 order. And then delicate dahlias. This is a distinctive set. And I saw a card made out of this using Misty Moonlight and white, I think it was. Oh, it was gorgeous. And feels like home. Now this one I'm not too sure of. I'm sure I'll use it. I see this doing this in like a emboss resist, emboss it on white cardstock, and then use the blending brushes to just put some light blue on there and do an emboss resist. That would be pretty. A pot of tulips. And that's it. That's all I have. The rest of the stuff is old stuff. Of course, there's the poinsettias. Class coming to you soon. And the snowflakes. Another class coming soon. Do you know if Nature Harvest comes in a suite with paper? Oh, well, I don't know. Yes, it does. That's the one that is, hang on, this paper. This is part of the Harvest suite. All right. So, do you guys want me to show you how I put labels on my stamp sets? Because I have one here I haven't done yet. So I take all of this off of the back. Like that. And then I pop these all out, and I keep this because I know at a glance if I'm missing a stamp that way. So I'll show you how. Okay, why am I missing a stamp? I'm missing a stamp. Huh. Oh, there it is. Ah. See, I knew that I was missing a stamp. Okay, so I take the stamp, and then I take which one is this? Merry Christmas to You. I take the label, and then I cut around the outside of the label, up close to the image. Now, I started doing this when we had the other cling stamps that didn't stick to the blocks very well. And this eliminated that problem because there was always like a 1/16 of an inch of that super clingy stuff sticking out past the label. But now that they've changed so that the labels stick a lot better, I continued to do it because I don't like the label hanging off the end of my stamp. I like the label to fit the stamp exactly. Okay, so there it is. It still has the paper on the back, but I've cut around the outside. Just have to get a block here. Hang on. Now you take your label. Don't peel the paper off the back. You peel the paper off the back, you're in trouble. Because if you peel the paper and put this way on your block, you will never get it off. The adhesive on the back of this is like iron. So leave the paper on the back so you know which way to stick it onto your block. So now you've got it sticking on the block the way you would if you had the stamp on there. And then I just use my pokey tool and take the paper off now that I've got it already on my block. turn the stamp over, and I'm going to make sure that the writing is the right way. And then you just line it up, and you just take your time and line it so that it's right in the center. You push it down, do that, and there you go. Perfect label placement every single time. And you don't get, sometimes it will pull and you'll end up with your stamp curling. It doesn't do that if you do it this way, because it's flat going onto a flat surface. Now you have to do it at a table because it doesn't work if you've got it in your hand. It will, but it's not quite as good. So yeah, that's how I do it. It takes a little bit of time to process stamps like that, but I can turn this over, I can read what they say, I can tell if I'm missing a stamp, and it doesn't have that label hanging off the edge because I've cut that much of it off all the way around. So there you go, tips and tricks on how to process or how to put the labels on your stamps. So that's it. That's all I got for you tonight. Oh, no, it's not. I got the contest. I just about forgot. So for those of you that hung on, you're going to know what the contest is. I have a package of ladybug trinkets. Brand new package of ladybug. There you go. Brand new package of ladybug trinkets. And comment on this video with a picture of a project that you made today or this week. I don't care what kind of project it is. 3D, scrapbook, cards, Stampin' Up, contraband. If you're knitting, if you're crocheting, if you're quilting, any project that you made, well, I'd like it to be today, but if you didn't make one today, then this week. And you have until Wednesday. Yeah, I'm home Tuesday. And so have your stuff in there by Wednesday. And during my live stamping next Thursday night, I will share who is the winner and I'll send those off. So you will get the package of ladybug trinkets and you'll get one of my cards, either the pink one or the green one. So that's the contest. And I still have that other one going on. Don't forget about the resin hearts. Need to comment on the video on, I think it was the 12th, Monday's video. You have until the 23rd to enter this one, and then I will draw for that. So there we go. We have contests, we have demonstrations, you've had a tip on how to process your stamp sets and get your labels on there. Don't forget that the paper share's coming up. Information will be coming out on Tuesday with that. And then also I will do a ribbon share, but I'm not going to have time to get the information out on that for Tuesday. So that'll have to wait till the next week. Unless I send out a special email with just the paper shares and the ribbon shares in it. I might do that. Or check my blog. Could be on my blog too. So thanks so much for spending time with me, ladies. I appreciate you joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will see you back here on next Thursday night at 8 o'clock with something. Aha! I'm going to do something, a fun fold pansy thing on using designer paper. Good night, everyone. Stampin' Smiles, and bye for now. If I can find the end stream. There we go.